Hello, my name is Kim Goeltom, and I'm a certified master wellness coach through the International Association of Wellness Professionals, as well as the founder of Empowered Living for Superwomen Coaching Program. And I'm excited to be here with you today to talk to you about why we say yes to everything at work. And of course, we do that personally as well, but we're going to focus on why do we say yes to everything in the workplace and how we can break that cycle. So if you are tired of working overtime, being burnt out, exhausted, never having enough time, wondering why everyone always comes to you for all those additional projects, then stay tuned, sit back, relax, and take this all in so that you can have an action plan by the time we're done with this video. Alrighty, you ready? Okay, let's do this. Lights, camera, action. So why do we say yes to everything? Well, this is what I've identified. And there are multiple types of people that typically say yes all the time. But we're going to talk about three types of people that I have seen most often in my practice. And then we're going to talk a little bit about how to unwind that and then what you can do as a next step. Okay? So the three types of people I traditionally see that are constantly saying yes to everything at work are people pleasers, overachievers, and those who have performance addiction. Now, before we get into what each of those mean, I want you to just kind of take a moment and really think back. You know, do you remember always being rewarded as a kid for every single amazing thing that you did? You know, when did this even start? This whole process of saying yes to everyone, especially at the workplace. Okay, so that's number one, right? That's step one. Just trying to identify, when did this all start to happen? Secondly, do you fit into one of these three categories that I just mentioned? So let me just talk to you a little bit about each one. People pleasers are those super nice people. They never want to say no to anything. They're like, yes, yes, I can do that. Yes, I can do that. Yes, I can do that. Right? And it gives them this state of joy to always be pleasing others, even at the detriment of themselves. And I say detriment, not in a, like they're not going to die, right? But I mean detriment in the sense of, it might mean that they're working 70 hours in the workplace, 60 hours in the workplace. They have said yes to yet that one more project, which means they can't go see their kids' game or they can't go enjoy that particular event that they were so excited to attend, right? They say yes because it means so much to them to say yes, even at the cost of their own expense, of their own time, their own ability to do joyful things. But they truly do get pleasure from saying yes to everyone. Okay, so that's number one. The second type that I've seen most often, those are your overachievers. These are the individuals who judge their self-worth completely on their ability to do more, do more. Yes, I can handle that. I can take this. Yep, I've got all these things covered. I want it all. And they want to make sure that they can do it all. And they just thrive off of that. It just identifies with their self-worth. The third piece that I see most common are those who are addicted to performance. So what does that mean? These are different from overachievers. These are different from your type A personalities. Doesn't mean that there's not overlapping pieces here, but it's different. This is someone who actually is addicted to activity. So they're treating their work the same way an alcoholic turns to a drink. So in this case, this is a workaholic that depends on that activity to get them forward, not just as far as success, but emotionally. They feel needed. It satisfies a different level. And this is something that I think is becoming more prevalent and as well as understood in today's society, with the thanks to Dr. Arthur C. Macaulay. I call him traditionally Dr. C. And he has written this amazing book. He's written several books, but this one in particular is on performance addiction. So this is a new syndrome that has been identified recently, so I highly encourage you to check this out. He's also a faculty member at the International Association of Wellness Professionals, so I've had the opportunity to attend a few of his lectures, and it's been fantastic. And here's the thing. Out of those three pieces that I just talked about, right? People pleasing, overachieving, performance addiction. Do you identify with any of those? And if so, which one? Right? Awareness is always the first step. Okay, so now what? Now, I would encourage you to journal. Grab a journal, buy a journal, get a notebook, piece of paper. Doesn't have to be fancy. But on there, start writing and identifying which one of those am I. And if you are a people pleaser, why do you always say yes to everybody? What can you do to change that pattern? How can you unravel that? What are the things that you are starting to learn about yourself as you dive deeper and do this inner work? And same thing if you're an overachiever or if you identify as somebody who's got a performance addiction. I will tell you, I was there. I've been there. I've done this. And I would say I identify with a little bit of each of those. And those are all from, things in my past, things that have, been created through me, whether it was through school or family or friends or just the environment, right? There's so many things that we're doing, and we always want to be recognized. We always want to be rewarded. And of course, the person who does more and more and more and more, they tend to get rewarded a lot and in a big way. But what is that driving force? And how is that, fulfilling you? What's happening in your life, right? Is it a self-worth? Is it an addiction? What is the challenge here? And how can you start to work on that? So journaling I have found to be incredibly beneficial. And of course, for some people, working with a counselor or a therapist or a coach for that additional support is going to be what they need. I know for me, when I was on this journey, I was working with a coach and they really helped me to unravel that so I could help heal myself and stop those patterns, stop those syndromes, stop those, right, repetitions that I always did, right? No matter how it starts, it's the repetition of those patterns that now becomes a habit. So out of those three things and journaling, what are you willing to try today or tomorrow? And can you dedicate some time to journaling about one of those three pieces, whether it's people pleasing, overachiever, performance addiction? Which one do you identify with? And for more tips, I encourage you to go to check out my webinar, 6 Secrets to Recharging a Superwoman at creatinglegacywellness.com. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach back out. I wish you all the best on unraveling this journey for you and really stop saying yes to everything and everyone at work. Start saying yes to you and your time so that you can have that same harmony and relaxation that you so desperately want. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.